Hello, everyone, and welcome to the virtual living room. It is your girl Lovey, and we're back for another week's recap of America's favorite shit show of a reality series, Married at First Sight. The shafuggery is continuing already. Oh my god. Duh. Oh, we got so much to unpack this week. We got a complete full house in the living room today. We got the Browns.
Hey.
Hey. Iva, hey, girl.
Hey.
Lori, hey.
Hey.
And just as I said last week, maybe April will pop in, and lo and behold, boop, here she is. Hey, girl, hey.
Hey.
Okay, there's a lot to
Mm.
unpack.
Mm.
Mm.
There it is.
I've been brewing.
Who's starting?
Where do we start?
Yeah, can we start with the shittiest of the show?
No.
Please.
No, we're not.
Iva?
Come on, let's Alyssa.
Oh.
My God.
Why
She
are
just
you...
makes my blood boil right now.
I really hope we don't have many more weeks with her. I'm hoping we're at the
I want
end.
her to drop too. I agree.
Right.
Lori.
Lori, I was saying the same thing. Like, can we just get rid of her already?
Yeah.
I want her to stay.
What?
Because it's great
Brown.
TV. It is great TV.
Don't subject a man to that.
It's terrible TV.
It is great TV. I've been waiting. I hadn't said it all year, but
Please say it.
Unadulterated trash.
Trash.
You are trash.
She is trash, unlike the likes we've seen before. She is trash.
She's the definition of trash, actually.
Yeah.
I think that's where it was created from, that word.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I said last week, I just feel, I don't know. I think she was hoping she was going to get someone that was her type, but there's no guarantee for that. And
at all.
You didn't get what you wanted. And so why are you staying? You should just call quits.
I think she could at least be nice. I mean, we've had this happen many a times where the person is not attracted. Okay. Like that has happened on many of seasons, but for her to like flip it, like he's this horrible guy, like he hasn't done anything to her.
Nothing.
And she's literally saying she doesn't trust him and like just really treated him awful. I'm surprised she got through the reception, to be honest.
Yeah. And it's too many things happening to say, oh, I don't feel safe. I can't stand when women do that, especially when nobody's done anything to you. Don't play that card. And then, whipped up some tears. I really need you to pull it together.
First of all, how did you go into straight victim mode when she says, well, on the first of all, I want to commend Chris because this is what the second episode will call it. And he actually said, I don't think you're trying. And, I'm calling bullshit, basically. Oh, so what are you trying to say? You think I'm a liar? And he was like, yes. Oh, I'm not going to stand here on camera while he calls me a liar. Just call me a fucking liar.
You're a liar.
You asked him. He said, yes, ma'am. So
don't ask a question if you don't want the answer to it.
You better say it.
Right.
I don't appreciate her vagueness. She's very, vague. And then we found out they talked, 2:30 in the morning off camera,
Why
right?
she want to do everything off camera?
Yeah. And I love having Keisha for the after hours.
Oh, girl. I love Keisha too.
If we just fast forward to her digging and making Alyssa cry, and then she's like, well, we're going to continue on. I was like, go ahead. And then, so when Elijah responded, he was like, straight up, this is BS.
He said,
I was like this.
Yes.
Keisha is not playing no games, okay?
No, she's not.
I like it. I think it's a good addition.
I think
so. It's an
she did not let her
excellent.
off the hook. She's like, no, we're gonna deal with this. You're a grown woman. You're gonna be just fine.
Yep.
So I really did applaud her for that and saying exactly what we all have been thinking.
I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I'm gonna go. Okay, Karen.
Yeah, I don't know what happened with Jamie and her blue dress, but I'm here for Keisha.
Like Levy said, she's in an RV going across country with her husband.
Yep.
They're in an RV traveling.
Okay, that sounds terrible.
I don't know if they've actually started yet, though.
That sounds terrible with two little kids, but okay.
Who in the RV?
What you want to do?
Jamie.
Oh.
They bought
Yeah.
an RV.
I really think they should let Chris he need a do-over, and they need to totally allow him to just be done with it.
I do
And-
wish they had annulments where you can just be like, okay, get out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I really hope that when they do come back to land, that the quote unquote experts doesn't force him to go back in there. Like, I hate that. Like, I get it. Like, if they've been in the thick of it for weeks, okay, great. Yeah, go ahead, try to work it out, talk it out, whatnot. But this thing has not even gotten off of the ground yet.
Mm-mm.
Oh
Right.
That
no.
we in
They should
separate
just
rooms.
wash their hands of it early. Like, what's the point of hanging in there for
Mhm.
what?
I mean, they wouldn't be the first couple that ended during the honeymoon.
Honeymoon. Yeah.
I mean,
Couple
this
in
one
Miami.
actually
Have you
ended at
realized
the
they
wedding.
don't do? Have you realized they don't? Right? Have you realized they don't really do that anymore? Because they're trying to stir up the TV. But they really need to let these people go.
That's
Yeah.
only
It's
there's
been a
only
couple
been
seasons.
one that has me and Lori, we talked about this last week. There's only been one couple that has happened to in the history of this show.
Yeah, yeah.
They
But
need to let 'em.
there have been two where they should have ended. Like this is the first one that I can remember. At the wedding, you can tell she was out. She was checked out at the wedding, like done.
Well,
So-
Chris called Tate ugly at their wedding.
Then why would she go through the whole reception, and why would she? I don't know.
She's trying to be nice. Remember, she said that she was like, I barely made it through. I barely, like, what did you barely make it through? This man did not do anything to you. I think,
Right.
and
Nothing.
I've said it before, previous shows, right? She is not attracted to him. When she bent that corner, she was not attracted to him.
Oh
if
yeah.
if she got the people who she was attracted to, they would drag her ass. That's who, remember, she's a serial dater, right?
Yeah.
I've dated everyone. I can't find anyone. Now we know why, boo boo. You're dating a certain type. They don't like you. Sound familiar from last season? If you date the type that you like, they're
Mhm.
not going to like you because you think that you're up here. You're not ugly, but your inside is ugly. So that's bringing you down here. Like Brown said, you trash. And
Yep.
shady
So-
cameraman, when they showed Chris from up under and showed his little shark teeth, that was shady.
Yeah.
That was so shady. When she said if he have those teeth, and they kept showing the teeth,
Yep.
that was so shady. Oh my God.
I said they work for Wendy while Wendy is on hiatus.
Yeah, it was wrong. But you know what? I blame the experts too, because we
Yeah.
could see that they was
Mhm.
not going to be attracted to each other. Like, as soon as they showed them together and showed their personalities, I was like, she's not going to be attracted to him. Like, I knew that from day one. So why would the experts try and match them knowing that she's not going to be attracted to him?
See, I think the problem is you don't have experts picking all of the couples.
Right.
Mm-mm.
Yep.
This is a made-for-TV couple.
Mhm.
Yep.
Like we're gonna pick this one couple, try to make this round peg fit in the square hole, and it'll be nothing else. It'll be good TV. So somebody gonna show the hell out. It's always. I think that'll be the formula from now on. Like you're gonna have one couple that it's like, okay, this is the shit show. But honestly, that's what drives ratings. So that'll be it. That'll be it going forward.
I have one question, and then I'm gonna try to be off of them because if I tell y'all saw my notes, I have an entire paragraph and a half, like a damn near dissertation on them. So she was so nitpicky, y'all. Well, she went to the brunch and his friends were like, well, he might need to work on his work-life balance. And, that might be a lot because he works a lot and he works this. And then her confessional, she was like, oh, he doesn't have a good work-life balance. And that's not going to work because he
Making
works so much.
excuses.
But the thing is, he hasn't had a wife or a girlfriend. So he can work as much as the hell he wants to work.
And
So
I said that too. I said
let
that
him
too.
let him not do it or not, change, and then make it be a problem.
It was like what I was talking about last week with Michael. I was worried that he's not going to have enough time to put into this new marriage, and you all said, well, he hasn't had a wife yet, and you can make
Right.
that work when you own your own business and real estate. You make your own schedule, so Chris could very well make it work, but you're not trying on anything.
And his friends, oh my God, your friends are shit.
Mhm.
You got
Yeah.
the worst fucking
The
friends.
worst.
Oh
Yeah.
my
The
God.
worst.
Lori, I swear I tried not to cuss because you were going. But
Remember
Jesus, I'm
Elisha
like,
Wine
your
said that?
friends suck. Like, I hate to see your enemies.
Right?
Damn. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, what is it? Are they in love with him? They don't want him to have somebody? What the hell?
Or
Yeah,
they don't like her.
it reminded me of, you remember in the first Sex and the City movie, how Miranda kind of convinced Big to second guess his choice of marrying
Yes.
Carrie. I
Yep.
was like,
Yep.
they didn't pull the Miranda on this fool.
Mhm.
And this
I mean,
dummy didn't fell for it.
everything have
I-
nothing good to say.
I didn't see Sex in the City.
This is it.
I don't
His
think it
friends
would
are
have
doing the
mattered.
same thing.
Yeah,
It wouldn't have
I-
mattered because she's not attracted to him. So I don't think it would
Right.
have
No,
mattered.
it's not, but
what
they're
his
not
friends
helping because
said.
they're only giving her more fuel. Because everything they say, she brings it right back to just to have something else. I'm like, you got nothing out of the conversation with them other than more ammo to throw at this man.
And
Right.
it's clear that her purpose now is to call out all of these character flaws that he has, but you've not given him a chance to even see them.
Exactly.
You know, so
That's what
she said
Keisha was
all of
pushing
these
toward.
problems. Right. The first night she was like, all of these problems. What problems?
Right.
What problems have we had? Because it's been 3 hours, 4 hours, and we just had a wedding. So what problems have we had? We hadn't even had
Mhm.
a conversation. So that's the reason she's trash to me. If you don't like him, then just say it. It's natural. It's natural. You're not gonna be attracted to everybody. And
Mhm.
nobody, well, you might get a little heat, but reality is you're not attracted to everybody that maybe is attracted to you, and that's fine. But
Mhm.
don't attack this dude or make him seem like, something's wrong with him just because you're not woman enough to own up to the fact that he's not attractive.
So we
Well,
didn't had a whole wedding and everything, but when we get ready to go to the elevator to go to the room the night of the wedding, we COVID 6 feet distancing,
mhm.
but you
And
still get
and
in the
all of a
same
sudden she's
elevator.
afraid.
Well,
Now
she
she's
was
And you got
afraid
COVID
the
to
at that
go in the
wedding
room
too.
with him. She's afraid to be alone with him. Like
But did you see how far away she was standing
did
from
something
him?
wrong to her.
Mhm.
with the
She
And
missed
then
what
producer in the elevator.
she should have waited for the other elevator. If you're gonna stand that far away from him, like he done something to you, you should have just waited for the other elevator. Have fun.
and then he gonna say, we only really talked about 40 minutes.
Right.
So
He's like, you
how
don't
did I
even
do
know
something
me.
wrong to you? Like we've only been alone for 40 minutes at
Right.
most.
Keisha was, when she was talking to Alyssa, she was like, so we keep hearing reasons of hearsay
Mhm.
instead of something he actually did to you. And was paying attention to Olajuwon. He was just like, he was giving the facial, shaking his head and making eye. It was funny. But I found it very ironic that you go through the wedding, then you got the social distancing, you're in a different room. The next day, you're going to have brunch and you're going to find out where you're going to go. And you're going to make sure you're going to go on the honeymoon,
Oh
that
yeah.
all
Mhm.
expenses paid.
Get a free
And
trip.
yep. And then still act a fool. But what did she say to him? She said, regardless of what happens at the end of this, I want us to have a good experience. You
Right.
just want to go to Puerto Rico.
Yep.
Mhm.
I want to be
Mhm.
on TV.
Right.
Yep.
Right. I want us to have a good experience on this show.
Yeah, I want to look good on TV.
They shouldn't have let her go to Puerto Rico, to be
They
honest.
I
shouldn't
wouldn't
have.
either.
They
Nope.
shouldn't have.
have.
They need to start holding
I'll
these
see you when
people's
I get
feet
back.
to the fire. Because even when they were all sitting back having drinks once they were on the island, there was so much distance between she and Chris. She was more so all up on Michael, more so than Justina. Jasmine. I want to call her Justina.
Did you see that?
Yes.
But she's
Like,
making it
all
a
up on
problem.
Michael, like get away from him. And then what gets me now, I know y'all in love with Jasmina, but she sided with this girl from the jump. And to me, when you see ugly behavior going on, really normally you'd be like, I really don't want to be a part of that. So you go away. But it makes me kind of second guess her because I'm like, so this is what you want to deal with. This is the person that you want to make a friendship
Yeah.
with. And she's shit. So what does that say about you?
Katina wasn't having it.
Lindsay not much better.
True, I completely
No.
Oh my God.
Yeah, she not much.
Lord, we got two.
Katina and Olajuwon's speed is like neck and neck. They don't
We got two Karens and a Bonquisha on this season. And we didn't just talked about Karen number 1. All right, let's go ahead and talk about Karen number 2.
Oh,
Lindsay.
please.
Oh my gosh. Now, if it were not for the after party, we would not have known that Miss Lindsay had been poking the bear. And editing has chosen to omit that because
she said it.
Yeah, but we didn't know like more in depth because we didn't see it. Lindsay, read the room. Find out who you can and cannot play with, okay? And then
Because Elijah ain't here for
he
it.
ain't here for it. And then you want to sit up here and play the victim because at first glance we looking like, because I'm not gonna lie, I did think that
I didn't.
I thought, we gonna call him had jumped the gun too much. I was like, maybe he reading too much into it. I was like, I don't know. And then Katina, whoom, 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 whoom. I'm like, oh, okay, well maybe. I think they jumping the gun. I think they doing too much. But again, with the after party shedding some light on more of what has transpired, okay, I can rock with it. But I still think that there is a way of being able to confront the issue without making it completely uncomfortable, being that this is your first hour of being all around each other. Now, there is a way of being able to address the issue without being funky.
I think he tried though, because it started with your shoes.
Yeah.
Then it was you going, and I don't know if she's drunk or just that she overtalked. Was she drunk? Because like her behavior, you can't tell the difference. Like, I don't know. And I could so see you going on your honeymoon a little tipsy. They may have had champagne that morning or something to where she just might have been.
They did, didn't they? Now y'all help me because this is the only time that I did not watch the party. This time I didn't get to watch the party. Y'all know I love watching that.
I didn't watch the party either.
Yeah, I didn't get to watch. I was gonna watch it after we finished this. I'm sorry, I had to watch Power. Ooh, that last episode. But
check it out. Check it out. You're gonna
y'all need to see good.
Oh, I love it. I love the show. But I'm saying y'all are saying now that they showed unviewed parts.
No, he explained things that they didn't.
Oh,
nobody it had to have been true.
Yeah,
even her own husband was like,
he agreed with Elijah Wine.
Yeah.
Well, I knew it was her fault when he came down to when they were having drinks, and his whole approach then let me know she was out of pocket.
Say it.
She was definitely out of pocket. Just his
approach. Her husband though was trying to smooth it over.
He was trying to smooth it over, but he knew she was out of pocket.
Mark the Shark was trying to help her out.
Yeah.
But I think that was going to bite in the back. Oh, for real. But I think that was going to bite in the back a little bit because once she sees that or hears about that, how she's up on the balcony crying, looking like she just been through the wire or whatever. She's like, he has my back and I love him more than ever. I think that's going to change her a little bit when she finds out that he went to, he was defending her, but he was like, I don't want no problems. I don't want anything like, oh, you didn't have my back. I'm waiting on it.
I hope not, because he did. I think he handled it very well. I saw people on social media saying he threw her under the bus, and no, he did not. Because as your mate, we're not going to always be perfect. You know what I mean? It's going to be some times where it'd be like, whoa, babe, you're doing a lot.
And he told her that.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, so I don't think.
Did he really tell her that? Because I didn't get that impression.
I didn't get that either.
He said in the after hours that he had talked to her about that.
Yeah, but I don't think that was the message. I don't think the message was received because she made it seem like
that part you can't tell. I think he told her because he's been he said it during his confessional. He said it to them. He's told her you need to pull. You're way high. You need to bring it down, and pull it back. So I don't. One thing I don't think he does is mince his words. I think he's pretty, I got to say this and I'm going to say it and you take it or you don't, but I'm going to say it. So I think he even said, one of the things that'll be good for us is basically me calming you down. And she said that would be good. So I still think they will work as a couple because I think that dynamic will happen. He will calm her down and she might, bring him out a little bit more, whatever. But she just got a little bit. She got a little too.
Well, let's also talk about before this happened at the airport or the plane. Mark was given a Lindsay survival kit, and the father even told him that she should watch her words.
Yeah.
So the father had already
But
kind of gave him that disclaimer.
We saw that though. Remember?
Yep.
Remember, Miss
Yep.
Lori? We saw that at
Yep.
the when she told him I'm about to get married.
Yeah, the daddy done said it 20 times.
Yeah.
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 Her mouth is hot. And
On camera. So
Yeah.
how
On
many
camera,
times has he
yep.
said it off camera?
yeah, evidently her mouth, she has a little problem, like
Well,
you
y'all
said,
can
with the
tell
words.
that.
A little
Yeah.
sloppy with her mouth.
Y'all can tell. And who gonna tell Mark the Shark to bring his high beams down? He be looking like he.
That ain't gonna happen.
That's
He
I was thinking the
Somebody
same
said they
thing.
could see scars. Maybe he had some kind of surgery.
Is it plastic, sir? Oh, see, I was like, did he have a lift to where his eyes went?
could be a
But-
thyroid thing.
It could
It
be.
could
But he
be.
said-
Oh,
It could
but
be.
no, his eyes aren't bulging though.
Yeah. Well,
He just has
it's
his
just
beams
big.
on.
He
Yeah.
just got some big damn eyes.
And then every time he talks to her, I need you to bring it down. I'd be like, I need you to bring it down too, Mark.
Stop
Like,
it. But you know
Don't
what?
do
I
that.
think the fallout between she and Elijah was needed because now she knows how far she can go and who she can
Mhm.
approach.
Mhm.
But that damn
Mhm.
Katina,
Mm-hmm.
mm-mm.
Yeah, I
She's
don't
gonna
know
need to
how
learn
old she
boundaries.
is, but I feel like she too old to be acting the way she is.
She only 20. Was she 28 or 29?
I thought she
No,
was
is she
30.
30?
and Katina's gonna tell her that next week.
Yep.
Like bring it down. And Katina not here for the BS. Katina like, look, girl. Now
Katina is for
that's
the
one
street.
thing I actually like about Katina. She was ready to ride for her man, like right out the gate.
She was.
Mm.
So, okay. All right.
Uh-oh.
Oh Lord, here
Oh,
we
boy,
go.
Here we go.
Y'all ready? Y'all ready?
No.
So every year I let y'all know, or every season. So this season, I'm just gonna say it. Everybody was bashing. I was in the little Facebook group, and everybody was bashing Elijah one, and I was like, "Hold on, slow down." Katina, what is it? Katina? I don't want her mom to call me.
Katina, don't you make
I don't want
make
Aretha
Rita
Franklin
show
calling
up.
me.
Don't you
I
call
need Aretha
her
calling
Katrina?
me.
Right.
She has a problem. Like everybody's talking about him. She's a self-proclaimed party girl. I go out, stay out to 5 o'clock, and all of a sudden you ready to cut that out now? So I think she's still out in the streets.
Yeah, she's
not saying she out there doing anything, but I don't think she's truly ready. Well, I think I told y'all this last week. She's ready to be married. I don't think she's ready to be a wife.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
liked the
no,
title.
Yeah.
No, I didn't have
I
that.
think
I
she
didn't have
still
that.
want to
It's gonna be a
party.
Yep, want to
She
party.
still want to party a little bit.
But she still has that single mentality. And this social media stuff is gonna get her. She is Taylor 2.0. She is gonna be a problem.
You know
She's
who's
be
gonna
a
get
problem.
her? That friend, that dude friend.
Yep. Ooh, I thought
What
that
was
too.
that?
Come on, Miss Lori.
Not for
Come
the
on, Miss Lori.
None of them.
At
None
all.
of them.
That dude
Yeah,
friend
I had a
is
guy
gonna be
tell
the
me he
thing.
was too aggressive. He was
Was
like Elijah one was too
Wait,
aggressive.
who was that guy that was getting all on Elijah one? That's just her friend.
That's
Mhm.
just
Yeah.
her friend.
Yep.
Just
They ain't
Yes.
related.
nope.
I don't think so. Did it say
I
friend
thought
or was
maybe
it
he was
home?
a
It
Friend.
just said her friends.
It said
Yeah,
he want to be
those are her
related to her.
friends.
I
Mhm.
thought
Oh.
maybe
He
he was
wanna
a
be
cousin
related.
because he
He
was
did- I'm
riding
with you,
hard
Brown.
for her.
Right.
Yeah.
I want,
He-
and I was
he wanna.
trying to listen to him and kind of look, to see like, is it her friend or is it like, her homie? You know what I mean? Because we all have our, good Judys. But I don't think he's a good Judy.
Mm-mm.
No.
No. Mm-mm. I think he's a homie. He gonna
He
be
was
a
riding
problem.
hard for her, boy.
Mhm.
Like,
He's
And I-
probably he's probably the guy she was texting in that clip where Elijah was all upset.
Say it,
too.
Lori. Say it. Say it.
like, you
my
are
wife.
married.
You are my wife.
Forget him.
Yep.
And how many? We need to play a
I
drinking
agree.
game for every time
How
that
many
he
times you said
says
wife?
my wife.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, you
That-
got to
you know
remind
what?
her. You got to remind her
He
of that fact.
reminds me
No, Brown.
of
Calm down.
He remind you of who?
He reminds me of he really might be ready to change. You know what I mean? Like when you
Like
first see the
Woody.
Playboy, you like, oh, he ain't ready, but he really might be ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
She's
agree
not.
with Brown. Well, I
He's
think
trying to
it's her.
atone for his previous sins. If I hear one more time about how awful I was,
But But
I'm like,
can we-
good Lord, what was you doing? How many did you do at a time? Was it just one at a time? Was it a group? What is
No.
happening?
But can we give him some props? Because that's like the only line I have on them. I said, I'm glad that the shady cameraman didn't show the stain on his shorts
Mhm.
again this
They edited that.
episode, Miss
He
Lord.
put the
Yes,
shorts
who,
over the
Lord?
drawers.
Yep.
Well,
They
no,
edited
but that's how you know that they redo this shit. That's how you know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I peeped that. I
I'm-
was like,
yeah.
is that a whole new pair? Okay.
right. But he had the other ones up under.
Yeah.
I know y'all saw that like I did. But the only thing I wrote on them, I'm glad that they spoke about their past and they were joking about things. Hopefully they will stay this open.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, apparently she real open. I'm just gonna say that.
Oh,
Just saying that. I'm just saying. I'm just
Decent.
America, all the
Hey.
women, in case you
So-
don't hear it, all the women have passed out, America.
so for me, props to Elijah One when he said the one thing I'm not gonna do is try to convince a dude to like me.
Yes.
I felt every bit of that.
Right.
Like
Mhm.
I
I
did
feel you,
too.
dude. Like he obviously has a bug up his ass about me or this situation.
Mhm.
And there's nothing he really could have said that was gonna appease him. So why even try?
Right.
Why even
Yep.
try? Like, I'm sorry, his thoughts and concerns are really not important to me at all.
I have to
And
give
I
it.
agree.
felt every bit of that.
I had to give it to Elijah One though. You know, most people are maybe hating on him on the Facebook page and all that stuff, but I really do like his perspective, even when they're filming this and how he's talking and how he's handling situations and what he's saying in his confessionals. But I also like his perspective that we've now seen twice on the after hours. Like he's
Mhm.
he
Yeah.
really gets it on a
Yeah.
lot of things.
I
So,
agree. I agree.
And
And I didn't
he
think
will
I was.
tell you.
I didn't think he was ready. I didn't think I was gonna be liking Elijah One, but
I'm with
so
you.
far, I mean, he is very upfront. I feel like about his past, he's ready. It seems like he's ready to change, and he's putting it all on the table. Like, I'm moving forward. I'm a new person. I'm married now, and it seems like he's taking it very seriously.
I
he
agree.
just wants somebody barefoot and pregnant cooking.
And
Okay.
cooking.
I don't even think
Girl.
he's that serious about that. I think that was
Not anymore.
You know,
Not
we
since he
say
saw her,
things.
BB.
we shall see.
Yeah, but I think we say things and don't really mean that because Lord knows, yeah, everything is not a weird reason.
So why
But
he?
anyway,
So why he? Right. So why he?
Hold
Am I
on,
to
what's
take
the
it
problem?
that for Katina and Ola? I'm about to take it that you were a no.
Did she call him man Ola?
No.
She did.
I'm not. I don't think. I mean, I wasn't gonna say no. You know me.
You was gonna say yes for
Black
Black
love.
I was gonna say yes for Black Love.
Oh my God.
But no, I was unsure about him, but I knew when he saw her, because you know, if a girl is good looking, that's gonna change you around too. I knew when he saw her that he would be happy about that, and so that could kind of change you. So no, I wouldn't say I wasn't gonna doubt them. I feel like they was gonna be okay.
Well, Brown has introduced the asterisks this season.
Oh Lord, what's the asterisk?
The asterisk, Wahid, is reserve the right to change my mind.
The only reason I put an
Here we
asterisk.
go.
That's because Brown was
No.
wrong on so
No,
many.
uh-uh.
So now he
The
want to
only
have an
reason,
asterisk.
the
Brown
only
was wrong.
reason I said an asterisk is because they were giving predictions before we saw the wedding. So I could not predict how couples would be if they hadn't even seen each other. Like, to me, I can't predict that these folks are going to be good or not when they haven't. I need to see at least how they interact or react to each other before I make a true prediction. So that was the reason for the asterisk. It has since taken a life on its own, and people have picked it up and utilized it. And that's just, that's a different story. I feel like I should get some kind of compensation for that asterisk.
So we will be revisiting our predictions mid-season. And that will be the opportunity for the asterisk to either move or stay. Or, if your decision changes, okay, we could change your prediction. But
Well, we gave you a change last week, Lovey, for Alyssa and Chris, because at first
Yeah,
you
because
was
I
a
don't know what the
yes,
hell I was drinking, talking about
and
Chris and Alyssa would make
you were
it.
the only yes, as a matter of fact. And
See,
then
that was
last
my
week you changed it.
disability.
Mm-mm.
You
That
changed
was
it
I
to
would have
my
never thought they would
That's
make
that
it.
whole
you,
I
that
would
was
have
my
never
Johnny
thought that.
disability kicking in
she
at that
changed it to
time.
a HMF.
No,
No.
no, we not
I
gonna use
knew
that
from day
disability.
one. I
That's
knew
just
from
bad
seeing them
judgment.
that ain't gonna work.
Okay, I'm just writing down your stuff while just so I can get it on the paper. So I'm already gonna say you already said for them, you said
Yeah,
no. So go ahead.
I would have never predicted them because just knowing her personality and what she was wanting out of a man, like I knew she wasn't gonna be attracted to him. Like I was just waiting for the stuff to hit the fan. Like I knew she wasn't gonna be attracted to him. I already
You
knew
could tell
that.
she was gonna be a stick from the damn girls' night, the stag night.
Right.
Yes.
The girls'
Yeah.
night, how she was acting.
Mhm.
I don't mean
That
it's
and
that
that and
laugh.
the 10 dresses too. Good God.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not the
From
10
Shein.
dresses, Miss
It's
Lovey.
10
Not
dress,
the 10.
10 dresses from Shein.
Oh, the 10 dresses.
Yes.
Oh,
She
not
said,
the 10 dresses.
but she said from Sheen. From
10
Sheen.
dresses,
No.
and the one she picked wasn't even all that.
Can we
No.
say it?
No.
No.
You can buy 10 cheap dresses. You get wedding dresses for $80.
That's why I said she's shooting above her station. I hate to say it that way, but you know.
You know what? I agree because what was her profession? Because I feel like she was shooting down
What
Chris.
is it, Brown? What
Oh,
is
yes,
it,
And I'm
Brown?
like, what is your profession?
What is it, Brown?
She runs the Twitter account for a 73-man construction company.
Yes.
Oh, he researched the shit out of it. That is
Oh
very
yeah,
Yes.
He's
really
not
does.
joking.
She really does.
Yeah, she's
It
social media.
says
That's
social
right.
media marketing, but she
Mhm.
run the Twitter account and Facebook.
A
Right.
small
And
construction
she's
Small,
shooting
yeah.
him down.
Mhm.
And this man moves multi-million-dollar contracts.
Right.
Say it.
And
Right.
you
Say
out here
it.
shooting him down, and you over there, girl.
I knew she was out of
bye.
his league when he said, "Oh, do you have horses?" She was like, "Oh no, like I can't afford that." And he was like, "Oh, my sister has horses, not
Right.
a horse,
Sis.
but horses,
Horses.
horses."
What is it,
And was
Belinda?
like, we could go
What
to
is it, Belinda?
Sis.
Sis.
But you know what I really wish that Chris would have done is really put her feet to the fire. Like, well, tell me what have I done? Tell me what
Right.
exactly what have I
tried.
done?
He
Yep.
did.
I don't want to talk about it.
Uh-uh,
This is one of my pet
Oh yeah,
peeves.
she said she only wanted to talk about it off camera.
No,
Yes, and it
he
was late.
asked her at first. No, he
Yeah.
asked her at first. Do you want to talk about this off camera so I can make you feel
Yeah.
comfortable? She was like, no, I'm just tired. I don't want to
No,
talk about
but
it at all.
I'm talking about even after that. Like he
Then
had
they
given
ended up
because she
talking on
kept
camera.
alluding to the fact that, well, not even alluding. She kept saying, well, you know, we both have no, ain't no we both.
And
It's
what did she say?
you.
Stuff kept happening.
Stuff can happen. These things.
Right. What was happening?
Right.
Right.
So I would have
It's
been like,
30 minutes.
well, what did I do? Tell me exactly what did I would have kept asking, what did I do?
You know what? What about the fact that she kept saying, I don't trust you? Like, why would I didn't even say anything? I talked to your family and your family said certain things and I just told them what happened. Like I told
Oh,
them
she
exactly
tried
what
it when she
happened.
said
I
that
didn't
he
lie
told her
or
family.
anything. And then now she's saying,
Right.
I don't trust you. I told
Mhm.
I'm like, why are you saying you don't trust me?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Say that again, BB. Say
When
that
she
again.
said, yeah, when she was like, you shouldn't have talked to them about this. It's not a secret. Yeah, they asked how we was doing, and I'm telling them, stop.
She pulled a Chris.
That's how we doing.
She pulled a Chris. Why would you
Right.
say that to them? I would never say
Right.
that to your family.
That reminds me so much of how Chris was acting. Oh my
Yep.
God.
This is
You want to do
ridiculous.
stuff off camera because you don't want people to see you in a certain light.
Right. Right. Just do, and then she still stands behind it.
She
Like
doubled down on it.
I still feel that
Right.
way. Like, oh, okay.
And
Meanwhile,
leave her alone. And then when she tried, when they were sitting on the couch right towards the end, and she tried, she was basically was like, this ain't gonna work. I'm gonna go to my room. And then he said something, and I was like, let her ass go.
No,
Quit
he said,
talking
I'm
to
gonna
her.
go. He said, I'm
Stop
gonna go.
engaging. Bye,
Yep.
girl. I'm tired.
Yep.
I'm about to close my door. I need you to go. You get in
Yep.
your
He said,
room,
I'm
get
gonna
out
go
here.
to mine. Didn't he, BB? He left.
yeah. I really wish that he would just show her his ass. Like, here's my ass, kiss it, and don't come back.
Yeah,
that's
I
what
think
okay.
the producers should just end it. Like to me, like if they're gonna drag this on until like for 8 weeks, like they should just end it. Let her go. Let her. She can't even finish the honeymoon. I think they should do just like Michaela. Let me send you on back to quarantine, and let me send him on back. Y'all need to just end this right now, and that's it.
It won't go long. I don't think it'll go long.
It's
been.
They
It's
gonna
been
move
2
in.
days.
They gonna
It's
be in a
been 2
2-bedroom
days.
apartment.
Nah,
It's
nah,
a
he
wait.
not
In
gonna
one
go
room.
for that. I don't
They're
think
gonna be in a
I
2-bedroom
don't think
apartment. She's
he's
gonna
gonna
be in
go
one
for it.
room. Oh, okay.
I don't
I
think
don't
it's
think
gonna
he's
go
gonna
that
go.
far either. I
I
think
think it may end in
I
the
think
honeymoon.
he already calling her out the
Mhm.
first day of the honeymoon. He's not gonna go for this shit. He's not going for it.
They're not
But he
going.
was shadow boat with her, so I have a feeling that they're going to continue to push them together. It's for TV.
I think so.
There's no
I
story.
think so too.
Think about with White Chris Brown and the other girl with him just leaving and stuff. It left no story for her. So this time, I think the producers, that's why they keep on pushing them back in there, like get back in the game, like they the coach.
Right,
So
because
that you
even
can have a story.
right, because even with remember with was it Lindsay and Zach? Is that her name?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know what her
How-
name was.
No, Zach and Mindy.
Mindy. I knew it was an
that's
E
right.
in there.
He never moved in.
He never moved in, and they still kept it going.
Yep.
That's
We'll
kind
go
of
there
it.
and talk to
It
her.
really is hurtful and it's
It
embarrassing.
is.
It's like you don't even care about the people that's on the show.
Right.
Right. So you're really ruining the experience for him. I feel bad for him because I'm like, so you got to keep on getting tortured by this old funny looking girl
He's not gonna go for it.
for all this time.
I'm
What-
telling you. After this
What-
honeymoon, that dude is a wrap. He's not
What-
going for it.
I
If
hope
they
not.
do, if they do stay together, the only thing we're gonna get is hopefully some good fodder. I need to see Dr. I need to see
Pastor
a
Cal.
glasses. I need to see Pastor Cal take.
He ain't gonna hold
It's
her.
not
to the
even
job.
worse.
He's not gonna do that to her. He's not gonna do that to her.
I
I
need him to do it to
honestly
her.
wish that they were like Australia, where they pull them to the side quickly, like, oh, hey, come here, and you go meet with the experts.
Because they wait too long.
They do. It's like they need to be an expert everywhere they go. Come here, let me show you how to
Like
bring
Dr.
this.
Yeah.
Viv need to pull her to the side. Like, girl, what's your problem?
Okay.
Right, pull it together.
So
Like your mama just pull it together.
Right.
Working up on this girl, too.
So, and I think that Dr. Pepper needs to be the one to sit with her 101.
Say it.
Mhm. Right, not Pastor Cal, not
Nope.
old smiling ass Dr. V. I need Granny.
I like Dr. Viv.
We all
I
like
do too.
Dr. Viv, but she
But
They
not
got
in
no
this
time
case.
for it. She tired,
Yeah.
she old, she don't have time to be playing with y'all.
We see she gonna talk mess about Elijah Wan in a minute. Oh, keep talking Elijah Wan. Like she doing one of them. Like I got you. Keep talking Elijah.
Right.
Yeah, I need Dr. Pepper to pull her to the left too, and hand her tissues when she get ready to say something. What? Go ahead. What? Go ahead.
not the box of tissue. I can't.
Mm-mm.
Where did the
Mm-mm. Don't
tissue
give her
box
none.
come
What you crying
from?
for? What
Like,
you
I
crying
need to
for?
hear y'all opinions on Mike and Jasmine.
Okay, so
Okay.
I was about to. That was a great segue for us because I was about to hit it because Jasmina's mom had when they were talking, and she had asked what was his example of what a successful marriage looks like.
Mhm.
And he confessed, I really don't have an example, but this is what I look forward to. So she made the comment of so it's all in your so you think you have an image of what a marriage.
Lady.
Excuse me, we all do. We don't know it until you in it. It is an on-the-job training situation, ma'am.
And I would expect her to be way more understanding because you divorced
Yes.
and he left his kid with you. Ma'am. Mm-mm.
I don't know if I agree with all of that part because if you haven't seen it, then I think how I interpreted it was if you haven't seen it, then you don't know maybe like the inner workings. You haven't seen someone, going through the times or going through good times or bad times. You just think everything is gonna be.
But you can
That's
still
how I
have
took
a
it.
great example and still manage to find a way to fuck it up.
True, because they be that great example, and then once you go off to college, they hitting you talking about, oh, we're getting a divorce. We just waited for y'all asses to get out of the house, and the kids are like, what? But nobody gonna say nothing about talk about Jasmine. I'm waiting to hear what Brown gotta say because you've had relationships, but you haven't had no face time ain't
Long
so relationship. I said, damn, I need to check my prediction. I was like, I said, did I put an asterisk on their ass? Because when she said that, I was like, damn, I just lost my money on the bets.
Yeah, I mean, Ivor, you think they're not gonna work?
I had them as a yes, but I did have to put an asterisk. But I was thinking it was gonna be him. But when she said the FaceTime thing, I think it's gonna be her. Cause it's a lot different when you fly out somewhere and you stay with somebody from Thursday through Sunday versus when you come on. It's everybody on this call here.
Yeah, when you
there's a
because long
difference.
distance relation, when you with them for that short weekend, you just having the time of your life. But when you gotta be with somebody every day, it's a little different.
It is. It is. Trust me. I did long distance
I did
relationship.
it before too. So
Yeah, before. Yeah, we know. And then you get there and then you start looking, be like, oh my God, did you always sneeze like that? Like, you just start. Oh my God, you're bow-legged? You just start. You just start picking folks apart. And I've had long relationships. That's what she says, right? That's what we know.
Here's my thing with Michael. I hate, and when I don't use the word hate very often, but I really hate when people be like, I'm a realist. No. You're negative Nancy. Because if you're constantly looking for the negative in something or waiting for the negative to pop up, I can say, oh, it's such a beautiful day today. The sky is blue and the sun is out. Yeah, but it's gonna be dark in about 2 seconds.
But
I think that was extreme. Please go, Lori. I think you're gonna say what I want you to say.
When they had that conversation and she said what you're talking about, Levy, he basically said that Lindsay's just, everybody's learning the boundaries, and he doesn't think that there was anything wrong with that. And she was kind of thinking that was negative, and that came out of nowhere. And you know how much I love Jasmina. I was just like, what? You were my girl until you got me confused. But yeah, I didn't understand that.
She kind of got mad quick. I mean, I agree with Lori. I feel like I didn't think he was being negative. He does seem to have a negative, way of thinking a little bit. But in that particular conversation, I didn't view that as being negative. Okay. And I think she got mad really quickly. Like she got mad and then she was just like, okay, I'm going to go get in the shower. And I'm like, I didn't think it warranted all of that.
I think she was mad because he didn't side with her, though. I don't think any of the girls like Lindsay, and she wanted him to side on her side, and he was just telling it like it was.
She pulled an Alyssa, Miss Lauren. She pulled an Alyssa.
Yes, she did.
I think that she his family is a little spoiled.
Well, no, we know that. We can see that. But when his family told her that he can be this way, and then he actually did it, like Miss Lovely said, I'm a realist. Okay, I'm with you on that, Miss Lovely. Like, okay, you need to calm that down. But when he did do that and tried to like change it, I didn't think it was in a negative way. I'm with y'all. But when he did that, which is what his family said that he can do, and she already said in a confessional, oh, that might be a problem for us. Then it switched, because if y'all see in the beginning, I think it's so great. We haven't had any problems and such and such and such. And in the next confessional, oh, I can't believe we had our first disagreement. I'm going to take a shower. I was like, it wasn't an agreement. It wasn't.
Yeah, it wasn't a
he's
big
supposed to
one.
think like you, walk like you, talk like you. You might as well have been by yourself. He can have his own opinion.
I mean, and I get that.
You say no, you can't.
Not in her mind.
Right. And I honestly think that she's a little doted over, and she's used to getting her way too.
Yeah.
And she can be a little booger as well. And I'm like, all right, so maybe we should cut the letting them talk to family members and friends, because y'all take what they say and run. Like, God, dog, y'all took
that's supposed to be a little bit of
information. I've never seen people bank so much on what somebody said.
I feel you.
You supposed to give me insight. You act like you like the man. So why, as soon as somebody says something negative, now you're like, oh yeah, I see it. Calm down.
You're supposed to give me insight, but it's not gospel.
Yep.
I think the only person who's taking his insight is Mark the Shark.
earlier on when this social experience started with Married at First Sight, like I said, episode 2, we would already been at the honeymoon. And that's because they cut out all of those things. And granted, most of them were not too successful, but they worked together a lot longer on some of those earlier seasons. And I get it. I watched that show Unreal. This is now heavily produced and it's made for TV.
Yes, I did too. I love that show.
But I still want to see some of the social experiment. And so I think that's the reason why they added couples. So I do feel like they do plant couples in for the TV and then maybe have some that are matched. I don't know. That's just an assumption at this point, but
Yeah.
We know they plant people because who was that? Was that last season? No, that wasn't last season. Season before, one of our favorite friends that we liked, and the girl who was the flight attendant that was homeless. They didn't have no friends.
Henry and Christina.
Henry and Christina, when they had their housewarming, those were all actors. I swear, the dude that was hurt, his friend, or
had
whatever, the old
rag
people
tag
come as
is a
her
bunch of
friend. I saw that fool on an arthritis commercial the other day. I promise you. I meant
And
to tell y'all that.
one of Henry's friends that came over was Trishelle from Real World.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was
But
like,
they're
how does
really
he
friends,
randomly
though.
know Trishelle?
They are.
Like, that
Yeah.
was weird.
Yeah.
So here's my take on Jasmina and
But wait. Hold on, Brown. Hold that thought. The reason why Michael's statement bothered me so is because I dated someone who constantly used to be like that. I'm telling you what it is. I'm a realist. That truly struck a nerve when he said that. And the person that I was with was negative. Like me, y'all know me, I'm gonna point out the positive in just about every situation as I can. But he would always point out the negative. And I'm like, dude. So I'm sorry. So that just struck a nerve for me when he said it. So okay, go ahead.
At least unlike Alyssa, you shared that with us. So now we know. We know why. you feel that way. No, seriously. So my issue when I heard her say she only had long distance relationships, I immediately knew she is a Facebook, Instagram, Twitter kind of dater. Like that's where her relationships come from. The issue that they said with him was adjusting to somebody being in his space, being in his life. She's gonna have that exact same issue. But she's not used to it.
Yep.
She, like you said, she's used to those high points, those weekends, those weeks. If you're even getting that.
Ain't nothing like the bubble.
Right.
You missed the bubble.
Right. So the reality of having somebody there is going to be hard because, like you said, in the bubble, it's always yes. I don't have time to argue because I want to see you and spend time with you, and you're here only for a short period. So I think they still will make it. She's got to adjust. He's got to adjust. She's spoiled. I said last week that argument where she's like, "Don't talk to me like that." It was overblown. And this week proves to me even more
that
you're right. It's going to be overblown because she's not used to someone saying anything contrary to what she says, or maybe even telling her no. So it's going to be blown out of proportion. I already see that happening. But I totally got what he was saying about boundaries and the conflict, because if I just meet you, I don't know what's too far. Now, as a human being, I'm not gonna come up and slap you in your face because that's I just know that's too far. But I may be able to say something to Iva that Lovey would be offended by, or vice versa. So I don't know. It's a filling out process, and in that filling out process, you have conflict. That conflict doesn't have to be great. It could be very minor, and you can talk it out. And then boom, you move on and it's done. So there is conflict. It's levels to it. And she instantly took it way out of proportion. So I think you're going to see a lot more of that in their relationship. She's not used to what's going to happen. Him saying no, him pushing back, him having his own opinions and thoughts. So we'll see. We'll see. But they still will make it though. They will, because if not, his sisters are going to beat her up. If not.
No, they might beat him up.
They love her. They do.
They do. They really love her.
They gave her the breast
cancer. But she definitely
can.
is putting forward the best foot when it comes to them. I know BS when I see it. So
yeah, her representative is there.
The representative is definitely there, not the real her, because he's starting to see the real her. He's getting it. But I think that them sisters are getting the representative. There's a lot of them, and they look a little intimidating.
They're gonna beat their ass.
The gross. Oh my goodness! I was watching a show and somebody said, "Well, the Gross sisters came up to me." I immediately thought of y'all. I was rolling, but
Lord.
it's grown up hip hop. The Gross sisters. Anyway, but no, these are not the Gross sisters. These are actually
Real sisters.
yeah, real sisters. Yeah.
So, what is it? Noe?
Bow part 2.
No, hold on. What, Miss Wahid? What do you have on Jasmine and Mike?
I'm gonna say they're gonna work. I think out of all the couples that they're gonna be the ones to work. I think they have some kinks that they have to work out between the two of them, but I can just tell. I study people's body language when I look at their pictures, and so I can tell. Usually, I feel like I can tell.
Oh, you can tell.
How they work out. So
How
yeah,
did
I feel like they're gonna have
what was Gil and Marila's body language?
I was about to say
Okay, I knew it was some shit going on with that.
No,
That threw me
Mirla
for a
through
loop because-
everybody.
And plus, that it wasn't fair because Mirla was faking the whole time.
She was.
So even though I felt like their body language was different, I think she ultimately did like him. And I don't want to go to Mirlax, but I think she liked him. But because he called on her stuff so much, I think that is what ultimately she was just like, I don't know, she did the 360, which he didn't.
Just like Pastor Cal said, I think you're making a mistake. I think you like this man, and I think you're doing too much.
I know she liked him. And I know she liked having sex with him too, but that's a whole nother story.
Okay, I got you
Still
already
mourning.
know I got my theory on that. Okay,
Still grieving.
so
Still grieving.
Right, Lori.
Bow,
She's still grieving.
Bow
Okay,
part
Me
2.
too.
Bow part 2.
Don't call her that.
Cute,
At all.
cute.
So
Yeah.
Iva, for my prediction for them, I really feel like I like Steve
Mhm.
and I like Noe, and
Mhm.
I'm really feeling like a thumbs up for them.
Okay.
Do I have an asterisk by them?
No.
I think we all said yes.
You need an asterisk by them?
I do.
Do you even remember what you said about them then?
All this reckless asterisking.
We lose all asterisks at the 1 month anniversary. All asterisks are gone. Make a decision.
Yeah, we will.
I took all
Okay.
mine away.
Okay,
No, you didn't.
at the 1 month mark. Okay.
No, you didn't, Brown. But okay, but do you remember what you said about them first, Lovey?
I said yes, right?
You asking me?
Yeah, you got the prediction list.
But you want to
read
put an
it.
asterisk on them and you don't even remember what you put.
I
So you
believe
must
that I
think that
said
you
yes.
said
She's
yes.
flip flopping.
I think
gonna
I
call
said
her
yes. Did I
Cece.
say yes?
You did say yes.
Okay. But
So I'm gonna add an asterisk for
I'm
you.
like Brown. I reserve the right.
Reserve the right to change my mind.
I
Yeah.
didn't, but again, the
Reserve
only reason for
the
the
right.
asterisk was only because we hadn't seen the wedding.
Whatever.
Y'all are
Again.
taking it and running.
Again, I run this here juke joint.
Yeah, y'all are trying to cover up. Y'all are trying to cover up for your bad, faulty predictions. That's what y'all were doing.
How dare you?
Trying to have a out clause for Team Johnny, so you won't
You
make.
know what?
Oh my
You ain't gonna
God.
never let me live this down, huh?
Nope.
Right.
I know.
Okay.
I'm with Johnny. So
Okay.
so everybody like
Team Johnny.
everybody like Noi Moi, huh? Noi Moi and Steve. I think he's so
when-
dorky cute. I think
when
he's so
Noi
dorky cute.
kept saying cute, I was like, oh, Steve is not liking that. This is a lot. And then I don't even think that oh God, you know what? If I were in his shoes, Miss Sriracha, that would be a lot with your messy ass.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah,
But
Sriracha
Sriracha was
so
asking some
wrong.
good questions, though.
She
Say
was.
it again.
It was hard to take it from her because I'm just like,
Yes.
you're not the mama. You know, like, are you the family mouthpiece? So
Yes.
that was hard for me with seeing, just the way you're drilling. Like, who is you? You know? So,
But
what do you got?
I don't know. I still think that the questions, it was a lot because again, we've said it here. Okay, if you could afford to take off so much time to be able to travel and take a little sabbatical and whatnot, you got some money saved up, okay?
Mhm.
But the way that they were talking to him was like, "You's a bum. You ain't got
Yeah.
nothing."
I agree.
I told Belinda last night, I was like, if it were me, I would probably go ahead and lay out the fact that between me and everybody at this table, I probably make more, have
More than
higher
y'all.
earning potential than everybody at this table,
You better say it.
including your mom and dad. I think some people are motivated by money and some
Mhm.
people aren't.
Mhm.
But
Some of that is
based on
cultural
his
though too.
job,
Yeah.
based on his job, I know that Steve has a very high potential to earn a lot of money.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
even at freelancing, he's probably making more
Say it.
money
Say it
freelancing
again. Say
than
it.
he did working, for
9 to
somebody.
5. Say it.
Right. So that affords him to be able to live kind of by the seat of his pants, But his dad, very traditional, I get it. You don't like that. It's about clock in, work your 8 hours, retire after 40 years. So he's from a generation where that just don't make sense. So
He called him
I
a
get
vagabond.
Yeah. Yeah.
vagabond.
did.
Yeah, I
And
get
that kind of got
So
to me. But the thing is that with him being a vagabond and the job that he does and freelancing, anywhere that there's Wi-Fi, sir, I can clock in and make some money real fast. And we just paid our rent for 6 months. I think had she known him before, and this is just going to be their storyline. So I don't think they're going to have like issues. You know what I mean? I think that this is just going to be their storyline because their parents are both so traditional. But once you get to that episode where they have to do the spreadsheets about what money do you make and what money do I
right,
make, and she
right.
sees that she clocks in and does 5 hours overtime every day or every week, I'm gonna say, and she's still making this and this and this, and he's like, "Oh, I worked 3 hours and this is what I have to contribute." And I'm pretty sure that his freelance is on one of those sites, where it's constant or consistent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Brown, you
she
have
gonna have
a
a whole bunch of mud on her face.
I get the vibes of a Bachelor in Paradise couple, Dean and Caitlin. When Dean was on Bachelor in Paradise, he was known as kind of like the bad boy, don't commit, live in my van and travel. And he met Caitlin, and Caitlin embraced it. And now they travel the world together, live in the van
I
part
could see
time.
her doing that. Yeah.
And but I mean, they make money by doing all that too. But he was
Mhm.
already doing that kind of like freelance photography and videos and things like that. So I'm kind of getting that vibe that could potentially also be their relationship, if they can make it work, or
Mhm.
he settles down. But there's a way to make it work, especially if there's lucrative money involved.
Mhm.
and
And
if
he wants
Noy
his
don't go
baby, so I
missing.
think that he will,
Mhm.
do whatever it takes to settle in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know personally from my own experience that if I go do as a consultant, if I go independent, I can make a whole lot more money. Now,
Yeah.
what are the things I leave? I lose, having benefits, things like that. But if I'm
Mhm.
single and healthy and active like Steve, I'm not worried about, having
Mhm.
health care and you know what I mean? So I'm kind of doing all of that on my own. So yeah, I think the money thing right now is just it's to cause a little bit of something in their
And then
story,
yeah.
but I don't think it's going to be an issue because, like you said, Ivan, when they sit down and break it down, and she see, oh, he might be a free spirit, but he's stable
Mhm.
financially.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like I think that all goes away. So I'm not worried. I
Mm-mm.
said they were good and they were going to make it. Book it. That's
Actually, I'm just playing.
see. Don't do that.
You had an asterisk by them too.
I'm taking it away.
Oh,
Oh,
Take it away.
Take it away.
Yeah.
All right.
oh,
Because my asterisk should have all been gone last week.
boy, man, look, I said, boss must be like, boy, bye,
Yeah.
Mr. Fleet.
Book it. That's my new
So,
thing. Book it.
now book
Okay.
it. I have a
Book it.
question though. So with Noy and Steve, was he not really listening when she says, "I'm afraid of heights, I'm afraid of this or whatever," and then she says, "Well, what are some of the things that you want to do?" And he was like, "Oh, I want a parasail." I said,
Belinda.
"So you want her to take your pictures?" Because
Belinda.
did you not hear her exactly say, I'm afraid of heights. I don't like this. I don't like that. What are some things you want to do? Oh my God, I've got to parasail. I've got to scuba dive. And she was like,
Get over it. Come on, try something different.
I'm with you. I'm not sure about the parasailing because heights is a major thing for people. But now, if they get in that water and maybe
Zip
snorkel, I might
lining, that's
say do
you up
that.
high.
Yeah, well, he said that too, right? And she was looking like, I was like, you can take my pictures because I'm doing it because I don't know when I'm about to be back to Puerto Rico.
Right.
And wait a minute, I'm gonna say, didn't we say that we didn't know if they were gonna be going anywhere far? Didn't we pick Puerto Rico possibly?
Well, she knew. My wife had researched it. She kind of Snoopy like that, Snoopish.
Because we was like,
Encyclopedia Brown.
She was like, I got a timeline right here on my phone, and yeah, so she knew.
But okay. I think they're gonna be okay as long as you allow people to be themselves. So I can't stand if I don't zip line and I don't do all of that, but then I'm standing on the side talking trash about you doing. I'll go watch. I'll go with you while you go zip line, or I'll go with you while you parasail, and I'll take your pictures. But don't act, don't be a Mirla where you're acting like, oh, I'm just gonna die. I don't want to. Then just don't do it.
Like Johnny and Brett. Remember when they were sitting in the cart while Bao and Ryan was.
And then y'all were sitting in the cart complaining. Like, if you're not gonna do it, you better be my damn cheerleader. Mm-hmm. So. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I think that they're going to be okay because he seems really laid back. Like I can't see him. He don't eat, pray, love. He good now. So he's very zen. And so I think he's going to be fine. Like, okay, well, if you don't want to go with me, that's cool. Can you come with me? If you may not want to do it, can you at least come with me? So I could see that. I don't know. I think they're still going to be okay.
Real quick plot twist.
Miss Lori. Oh, what?
Oh no, go ahead. I'll wait till after. Because this is good.
No, I was just gonna comment that when Sriracha said, "So did you eat, pray, love?" kind of stuff, I about fell out. I thought that was funny.
That was funny.
Yeah.
Sriracha was a lot. But we did make a point because we have, a transgendered person all the time, not just dressing up. And the fact I was very proud of him that he used the proper pronouns.
Oh yeah.
Because he could have been, okay, Michael, hush, but it was you presented Sriracha today, so I'm going to you're she her today. So I was really proud of him, and he held strong and was not clutching his pearls, taking it back. He wasn't. You know why? Because he pray loved, so he good.
Well, that and his brother just is waiting to.
I was thinking that too, Brown.
His brother waiting to come out.
And his brother is married, but I was saying the same thing. Like, we in Atlanta? Oh no, we in Boston. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, we're not going to drive that Atlanta narrative.
And I said it.
That's not true. That is so false.
It's everywhere. It's everywhere.
Yeah.
It's everywhere.
I just feel like Atlanta always gets the bad rap on some of the. It's like, can we get somebody that represents us better? Yeah. We've had two seasons of junk, I think, except for the exception of oh gosh, why can't I think of their name?
Champagne, Vinny, and Brianna.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
they're so cute together. Mm-hmm. But
it's all transplants. That's all it is. They're all transplants. No damn good dogs. That's what we need.
Yes, go dogs.
What were you? Oh Lord, what were you gonna say, Brown?
So the plot twist.
Dun dun dun.
I was waiting on that. At some point, Steve is gonna shut down Sriracha. Sriracha's gonna go a little too far, and Steve's gonna put a stop to it.
You think so?
Book it. And I don't know if it will cause issue, but Sriracha's gonna go too far because I have a feeling that Sriracha has a tendency to go too far.
Do you think?
And I agree. Think Steve, although he's laid back, is not going for it. He got too many brothers and to deal with, that. So I think that will be the plot twist, or not even the plot twist. That'll just be kind of the little interesting thing that happens. I'm seeing that. So book it. There we go. All right.
You're gonna see if that book it fly. You just gonna keep saying that.
Oh no, it's already out there. It's already taken off. It's a hashtag. It's a hashtag.
Oh,
yeah. I just started it. I just started it.
Everybody said it's.
Yeah, it will be after this one. My phone Charles back
I'm still over here thinking to myself, did I get the pronouns right?
up.
5 minutes later, that's some of the blonde in me.
It's a thing though. It's a thing. So
See,
I
get
was really
confused.
impressed with.
I get
was
confused.
impressed
Just
with.
tell me your name. I'm gonna call you by your name. Okay.
Don't you do it. Don't you do it.
What? I'm just saying it's confusing. We didn't grow up.
You
with
mean
this.
because they are not always that way? Is that what you mean? Like
No,
it's
no,
confusing
no.
because he presents male sometimes, and then sometimes she presents.
No,
the other way.
no. Just the idea of the pronouns. This is something new. We didn't come up with that. You know what I'm saying? And so it's a learning adjustment for me. So I'm saying, you tell me your name, I'm gonna call you by your name.
I got you on that, but it was weird because when I did have people in my family, we always hit them with the girlfriends and stuff. So it just, it didn't matter because if that's how they came at me, then that's how I just reciprocated what they called themselves. But I'm with you with the pronouns. But I want to say I'm pretty good with my pronouns, but I am with you. I will just say your name because then I know that I'm addressing you correctly.
Right. But now with your situation, Belinda, with talking to you helped educate me on how I need to address her. So it's just like, oh, okay, bet. Say less.
And I think each person is different too. They may identify as she or as them or they. They don't want to go by he, she, whatever. And I don't know what that is. So I try to just go by the name that they are like, hi, my name is Sriracha. Hi, Sriracha. Nice to meet you. I'm going to go with that until I figure it out.
Instead of saying she
right.
So Sriracha said,
right.
Well, I was waiting on
I
Sriracha.
gave it to Sriracha.
Right.
But he did say, he said, oh, so I got Sriracha today? And yes, okay. All right, Sriracha.
I know for me, I'm pretty open. I think I'm pretty open.
You are
progressive. And if you present or identify as she, then you're she. It's not my place to tell you otherwise. So if you present as he, then you're he.
Right.
I still struggle with they. I do.
Yeah.
I struggle with they. Like I
get it.
That wasn't in my grammar coming up. That wasn't it.
I struggle with.
Now, if it's people that are more androgynous, where it's like I got a beard but I wear makeup and a bag, I'm confusion. Now you've created confusion because I don't know. You're doing a lot. Like I don't know. Or you got on a wig but you got a beard. Well, what are we doing? Now those people, I must say, I'm like, okay, I wait for you to present. And most of the time they're okay with correcting you. Like if I say he, they be like she. I'm like, okay, all right, girl. Okay, now I see where we at.
Now I know.
Noted.
Right. Noted.
That's where I got.
Hey, queen.
That's where I got the calling you by their name because I used to watch that. Well, I still watch Saturday Night Live, but one of my favorite characters would be It's Pat.
Pat, yes.
So they would always mix up, and they would be like, so she, and she's like, no, I'm Pat. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, he, no, I'm Pat. And they'd be like Patricia, Patrick. It's just Pat. And it was like, oh God, so
it's just
Pat had a friend, and it was Chris.
Are you mad at me, Bill?
No. Why would I be mad at you?
I just thought you might be mad at me.
Oh, no, not at all, Miss. Not quite sure how to address you.
No formalities here. Just call me Pat.
Oh, okay. What's your last name, Pat?
Riley.
Riley?
Yes.
Your name is Pat Riley?
Yes.
So, do you have a girl? Are you married?
I was gonna be married, but it all fell apart.
Oh, boy, what happened?
I don't know. Ask my ex-fiance.
Oh, what's your ex-fiance's name?
Chris.
Right. See? And you didn't know.
Yeah.
So, that's
Who's
where
left?
I kind of learned. And I was
That's
like,
it.
okay, let's go there. No.
We're done.
Did we really? Okay, did we? So what do we really think about Lindsay and Mark? I have.
Here's my one last thing on Lindsay and Mark. I think they will be good because I told Belinda, I was like, when he was telling about his situation with his mom, I was like, what if Lindsay is the one that can help break his mom out of her depression? I was like, that would be so fucking huge for them as a couple, because I could totally see that happening. Like she, everybody says she a lot, but they say she has a heart of gold, and you can almost see that. So I think if that happens, which I can see it happen, I think that may be a huge thing in their relationship. I still think they're gonna work. So
yeah, that almost brought me to tears. I really did like when she was talking to her friend, telling about the mom and all that, and she was like, "Okay, like no problem, let's rock on out, we good." And they opened up about it. So I really do think that he's mature enough to get over her BS and put her in her place when she needs to. But I think as far as family wise, that's going to be what bonds them on both sides. And maybe she may be the daughter his mom never had, to help get her out of her depression. Like I didn't realize. I don't know why. I thought the mom was sick. I didn't realize.
Me too.
Depression.
Me too.
I was like, oh wow.
Severe depression.
Because then he said she's in a facility, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I thought she was sick too.
Same place as his grandmother, right?
Yeah. So I think that'll be really good. And like she said, I was a hospice nurse. Like I think she can turn it on and be gentle when she wants to, and probably can. I hate to say it, she kind of reminded me of my mom for a second, because my mom can be a lot and high energy, but then she was a hospice nurse, so when the time needed to be, that she could turn it off and be like, okay, well, now let's be quiet and help you transition and all that good stuff. So I could see it. I could see her who she is.
And I think Brown mentioned it last week. She may be a lot because that's her, but it's also a defense mechanism, I think, too. So when she finally, gets corralled per se and has Mark in her corner and she slows down a little bit, it'll be different.
And feel secure, because that definitely even when Elijah Wan was like, she hit the door running with the jokes and the this and got to pick on somebody, that most definitely was insecurity. I think she was probably feeling very insecure. Well, here we are with all these, people that I do not know. Let me try to make them laugh because that'll get them on my side.
But why she pick on the man?
Mom that was already putting her down all the time. I could easily see her, trying to overcompensate for that.
Yeah.
My thing is, why does she pick on a man?
Maybe think he wouldn't say anything back because the girls are harder. Women will be like, what? So a man, I think Elijah Wan also is silly. He comes off as silly in this big personality. So maybe she thought we're going to rock out together. I say something to him and then he laugh it off and he just going to be but that's not what happened. But I think that may have been what she thought. Yeah.
Caught the wrong one.
Because just because he's happy-go-lucky and silly doesn't mean he's with the shits.
You caught the wrong. Thank you. Because I'm the same. I'm happy-go-lucky, but I'm not with the shits.
Well, he said in the after hour thing that he gave her, the free pass about the comment about the slippers and stuff. But then when she was coming at him a different way, he was like, hold up, no. But he did say something that it makes me wonder, how accurate it is. He also said that he feels that Lindsay is acting the way she is for TV, for cameras, trying to, have that big personality. So I don't know if I agree with that yet or not, but I thought that was kind of an interesting perspective.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. I don't think I believe that, because everybody in her corner has said, hey, she's a lot. Like her dad can't have said it enough. Like every time he's on camera, every time he's been on camera, he's like, she's a lot. She's a lot.
That's another drinking game.
Not to just him, right. Told her, like, hey, you gotta pull it back some, so sometimes you gotta listen to what people tell you, because they tell you who they are.
Well, hell, according to these people's family and friends, you better listen.
Oh my God. Poor Chris. I'm just so mad that, look, I first of all, I'm glad that we are actually happy or on a Chris's side, because the last Chris we had, nobody was on his side.
Lord.
And then this one with the family and that poor boy. I mean, we trying to get him out. Well, we was trying to get Paige out the first episode. We trying to get Chris out the first episode.
They get paid, right, per episode? Is
Yes,
anybody?
but what?
Okay.
But
They
what's that
do.
money? Get your ass out of there.
I don't think it would be enough to keep him around for, because I'm gonna be honest, it's bad for business for him too.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
To hang around and be just disrespected like that and made to look like a fool on TV consistently is bad for business. I wouldn't trust him as a, you know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry,
my
I
agent's
just
not
wouldn't.
gonna fight for me.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust him. So I think
You
it's
couldn't
bad
even
for his
choose your
brand.
love life. How you gonna choose my house?
Oh Lord, you know what?
Are you strong enough to go to bat for me as my agent? You know what I
And
mean?
go
Are
through
you,
escrow.
assertive enough? Yeah, are you assertive enough to handle my stuff? What if somebody we get into a bidding war? You got my back?
Actually, I think he might, because we're not talking about second, third. We're not talking about third, fourth, fifth episode. We talk about second episode to where he was like, "Hey, heifer, do you think I'm lying? Yes, I do. Oh, he just got you're a liar. So what
And
you
he
want to
did
do?
it very nicely.
Didn't he?
Like he just didn't be like, you know what, you full of shit. You're full of shit. Your chin is small, and
you know what? You know what?
I've
We're
been
done.
holding that in.
We're done.
I've been
Clearly,
holding that in.
you know
I
what?
have.
We're done. Have we
I've been
touched
holding it.
everybody?
I think
He
so.
did.
Chin.
I can't.
He did.
You know,
He
it's
did.
always one of y'all damn Browns. I can't.
MC Small
So
Chin.
I had a question. I was like, how do you have no chin and a double chin at the same time? Like I don't know how that's possible.
You know what? And on that note,
But she
good people,
does.
thank you so
She
much for
does.
checking in for yet another week for our recap. The shafuggery continues both on TV and here on this podcast. All right. Definitely keep checking us out here on YouTube, Pop Break TV, as well as popbreak.com, and all other social media platforms under Live, Laugh, and Lovey. All right, y'all. I'll check you out next week. Bye.
Bye.